Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Magic and Miracles platform channel with Kathi. And I am your host, Kathi. And today, I just have to tell you, this is the craziest thing. Because I have done more videos and more podcasts and more interviewing with people. And this isn't my first rodeo, clearly. However, I don't know that I have ever had the level of excitement. I couldn't wait to get on here. I couldn't wait till tonight. That's when my usual, with my schedule and with, what I do and, the different routines that I have. Are you kidding me? It was like I woke up this morning. I knew it was already given to me what I needed to cover, what is important to share, and as the morning progressed, and I'm pushing those feelings aside just in the spirit of full disclosure, because I had things I wanted to get done, right? I got to tell you, this is just crazy. And it really does fit with what we're going to talk about. Okay. So first of all, this is so cool because on YouTube, you can see all the different, as you're scrolling and as you're listening to one video there, YouTube is bringing you recommendations of other, right? To follow up when you're finished with this, you can go listen to this coming up next, right? And it's so cool because it feels like, and in the past, I have been not always as open, and I've looked at it differently than I do now. I'll just say it like that. For me, it's like now when we're talking about manifestation and money, magic money, and how to get things quick and how to have it come through in our reality now, all of that's true. But it almost feels like a bait and switch. Like, put it on your thumbnail, put it on there where it gets people's attention. It's a big flash in the pan, like a neon light, barking people into your facility. I'm from the Bay Area in California, and going down Broadway in San Francisco, and all the barking and getting people to come into your restaurant, into your bar, and into your club. It was like, whoa. Anyway, it feels like that with YouTube. So I'm going to focus up here because this is so amazing. It was like an overwhelming feeling this morning when I woke up. And I said this, I think, in the first episode, and in each of them, because it's a fact. It is a foundational truth that if you want to manifest anything into your world, it's not going to happen with you sitting there dry. Yeah, well, we'll see, and skeptical and bored. It's based on how you feel. Even in our visualizing, even when we're consciously creating, which is really what this is, we are co-creating with God. We give God the seeds of what turns us on. We give God the ideas, like, oh, this would be fun. And just that fleeting split second, and honestly, I won't get into theology and I won't get into all the deep dives we could go through, because He already knows. The universe already knows us, right? Who are we created by, right? Anyway, okay, see, I don't want to go down that path, but it's all based on how we feel. If we just have a vision board and we think, oh, that's a beautiful vision board, I did a great job. Okay, that's good, that's positive, that's a good feeling, but it's not a creating feeling as well as if you feel it fervently, right? And some people, this is a tip. I'm going to give you a hack, because some people, not everyone is like me, but maybe I'm attracting more and more people like me because I thought I was pretty rare. And it turns out I'm really not in this regard. Many people that were raised to produce, get A's, work hard, study hard and long, accomplish, achieve, excel, have to perform, always working, never have time to play, always feeling responsible, never any time to just do what you want to do, even if what you want to do is nothing. That was like the worst, right? Is that something that you can relate to? Probably it is. Probably if you're going to be drawn to this channel, I'm going to be less and less rare. And you're going to be able to identify more and more and more with things that I bring up. Because spirit it's like a boiling pot over here. It's like some people would call it manic. I don't care what you label it. It is a level of excitement I can hardly put a lid on, because it's so right now in our face, needed. We have just come through a portal of opportunities, and the floodgates have opened in the heavens, so to speak, right? Even though the kingdom of heaven is inside us, and that even makes my bubbling pot even more descript, right? I had a really, really hard time. When I first started visualizing, it's like, yeah, I know what fun feels like. And I know what positive feels like. I know what all that feels like. But not with a level of passion that I felt would create much. Does that make sense? I was enough positive that I wasn't negative. if that gives you an idea. Like on the Richter scale, we've got off the charts. We've got, again, I'm from California. And so we've got earthquakes that hit, 6 and above. You run, as it's rumbling and as it's rocking and rolling, you're looking for a doorway, and you know what that feels like. And that is major. The 2 and 3s, those are like everyday things. Like, oh, that must have been an earthquake. I got a little dizzy driving my car, right? I was enough positive that I could just feel it a little. So here's a hack. Your brain doesn't know the difference between past and present. And it's the emotion, it's not the detail of the emotion, that your brain doesn't care why you're passionate. Your brain doesn't care why you're feeling strongly. So I was given the hack. Kathi, remember one of your most emotional, packed, loving, positive events of your world. And I was given this hack. I wasn't the age I am now, but I was old enough to have had many of those events. And one of them, those of you that have had children, it didn't take me long to tap into it. The birth of my son was, I tear up thinking of it now. It was my heart exploded with passion. My heart exploded with a level of love I had never felt in my life. And by that time, I'd had a few husbands. So I knew what love felt like, right? But this was on steroids. So guess where I go? When I want to create and I want to tap into the most positive, loving, amazing feeling I want, I go there and I set my intention. My intention is to feel with the fervor of how I felt when I gave birth. And then I just go to it. I stop talking. I stop thinking of words. And I am literally back in the delivery room holding my newborn baby. Right? That is a hack, because I don't care if I want to manifest an ounce of gold. I don't care if I want to manifest an opportunity that's coming to me and I want it quicker. It's that level of passion and emotion that's going to do it. Remember, we talked about one end of a magnet is me. The other end of the magnet is whatever it is I want to bring in. There you've got it. And what's in between is the passion, the excitement, the feeling, right? Now let me pause for just a second, because it gets better. This is what sets this episode, and this isn't going to be a real long one. I'm not going to go off on tangents and all this stuff. I might elaborate more as I feel prompted, and I'm feeling it. Because the difference between just being positive and attracting great things to you, how we normally have, because this part isn't new. We are magnetic. We are manifesting all the time, whether you're manifesting what you want or if we're manifesting what we don't want, right? What we feed grows, blah, 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 right? All the things that we know. Okay, the difference is with all these portals open, with all this planetary shifting, with all the stuff happening, and I got chills going on. Oh my gosh, like it is so right now, right here for us. And it's now, in this now moment. The difference is we are going quantum. This is the quantum field we're tapping into. Those of you that have heard this a lot, that term, sometimes it gets a little confusing. Not everyone is sure what that means. Where is it? What is it? How does it work? All those details. And maybe that'll be another episode, maybe, because that's a common thing. But for those of us who were not raised to have fun, that were not raised to goof off and follow and daydream and just do nothing, be unproductive and just silly. Oh, that was a big word. Don't be silly. Oh, God. Anyway, so I can see why I'm doing this because it's bringing up layers. I got to forgive and heal and let it go, because these are important emotions to feel. Because as we're right here in the quantum field and we want to tap in, there is no time and space. Remember we talked about that? The spirit dimension doesn't know time. It's all right now. So when we're tapped into the quantum field, that's why, and we can let it go because we're not doing it with an ultimatum. Please keep feel with me on this, because it's not being manipulative. It's not doing this so that, right? It's a definite heart space. And Spirit knows. God knows our heart better than we do. We know what we're going to do with our abundance. We know what we're going to do. We know the people we're going to impact and help and affect, right? So this isn't, I don't even have to talk about don't be greedy. Don't be self-serving. Watch your attitude. I don't even have to go there. If you're in this platform, that's a given. You wouldn't even, this would be like oil and water. You'd be allergic to this channel. The difference is the speed, because it's almost instantaneous. It's almost like you think it, it's happening. You imagine it, you live it, you feel the emotion of it. Bam! It's like in your face there. So this is our homework. I'm gonna stop this call shorter. because I don't need to belabor. You can rewind and hear this over and over and over. If my kitten will just let me, I want to stay focused on this. Sorry. We've got little distractions all around me. That's okay, baby. Come on up here. Okay. So our homework is imagine yourself having fun. Just having fun, because that's our life. That is our life moving forward. Do you know how many people die? And this isn't, I'm not switching gears to scare people into stuff. That's not it. But this is a reality that hit me just recently. I think I was talking to someone about it. There are people that have tons of money, and I'm talking very wealthy. They don't know how to have fun. They have no hobbies unless budgeting, analyzing their funds, forecasting and doing spreadsheets with their expenses and doing all their reports. Unless that's a hobby, except they hate it. They just do it because they have to. They just do it because it's expected. They just do it because that's what you do when you have a big business, right? Or if you have a lot of investments, whatever. But my point is, it's not about the money. And this is where it feels like a bait and switch with our thumbnails on YouTube. We think we want to manifest money. We think we want to manifest abundance. Do you know what we want to manifest? We want to manifest a kick-ass life. We want to have a life that is overflowing with excitement, and not just a pulse, but a pulse that actually beats. But when you can't wait to get up in the morning, like, what am I going to do today? Who am I going to see? What's going to unfold? Oh my gosh. And it hits. And anything that you've got scheduled is done very loosely, because you may not want to. You may not feel like going to this place that you've got scheduled. You may feel like doing something different. And you want that flexibility, right? And we only do what we want to do. That's another key. When we're living our life on our terms, which this is about, that is truly the life of abundance and the life of the wealthy, if they allow it in their life. So this is the quantum living that we're stepping into if we choose it. Okay? So if we choose abundance in the quantum field, if we choose abundance that God has for us, if we let Him, if we follow that dream that's been planted in our soul, it's not just all humanitarian. It's not all just not self-serving and greedy, right? It's the flip side. It's for us. It's not just against greed. It's not just against that are scamming people and, right? It's not just that. It's both sides of the coin. And we got to have life. We have to we don't have to. I invite you. Sorry. I just get so fervent and I get so excited because this is a biggie. This is big. And I don't know. I follow the promptings in my soul, and this may not be the last time I talk about this, because this is the bulk of all of it right here. If we can master this, I promise you tap into the excitement of your life and what you want to create that's fun. You're going to have money and you're going to have wealth. So I hope that lands for you. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear from you. I want to hear comments I have people reaching out, and wouldn't you know, yesterday I told you guys, I don't have any programs I'm offering. I'm not, right now, just, reach out, email me, and that's all true. Except, guess what? I'm supposed to offer a one-on-one coaching program. To those people that feel inspired, that feel like they have had too much gunk to move through, too much has happened in their past and they want to get through it quick. Because I know how to, that's the part I've had this set on hold because I had to go through some other things personally. And I knew I couldn't focus on me and get uncluttered inside for me and then turn around and try to help other people. That wasn't the plan. And so I'm not trying to push. I'm not trying to make things happen. However, people have to know when things are changing, and it's changing. And that was also part of the green light I got this morning. Offer your coaching program. And I'm not putting a big billboard out there. I'm not doing the flash, right? If you feel it when you hear this, reach out to me because I know how to cut through blocks. I know how to get resistance out of the way quickly. And since no wonder it's time for my program because this is the quantum field. We don't need to take the months of clearing and healing that it has taken in the past to get a move on it, to get on with our abundant life, to get on with what we're here to create, right? It can happen in the quantum immediately. It can be fast, very, very, very fast. So there we have it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to get feedback from you. And thank you for those of you that do. I love you all. Bye.